Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 73 of the Unknown Games podcast. I think I let the audio keep running for just a tad too long, and I thought that I had stopped songs, but I switched songs. Anyways, welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Adrian. This is the Unknown Games podcast, where we talk about video games, Japanese life, and the occasional fast food. Well, I guess it's more than the occasional. We eat fast food.
Well, did we talk about it last week? I think we might have been a little bit, right?
No, yes, maybe. Maybe. That voice you just heard is my co-host, the best game duck in the world.
What's up? I'm Alex, the game duck. I'm a duck, but not actually. If I was a VTuber, though, I should be an actual duck. Though.
You would be a duck. Yeah,
that'd be cool. I just spill water all over my desk.
That's what ducks do, man. Ducks spill water.
I'm a waterfowl. Yeah.
You are a waterfowl, so you're doing what waterfowls do.
I overfilled that for sure. Oh no, that's water all over my fucking lap. That is a lot of water. Shit.
This is like emergency live streaming. So if you are here joining us on YouTube, as always, thank you for joining us. Feel free to message us in the chat, say hello, ask some questions, be a part of the conversation. And if you are not, remember we do record. It's very early in the morning for everyone in the West, but we do record here at 9 p.m. Japan Standard Time, which would mean probably it's like your early morning. We'll just do the math. You do the math.
If you're up for some reason, check us out live. Otherwise, check the VOD on, I guess the archive on YouTube, and also the actual audio version on Anchor or Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever.
There you go. We're available everywhere the sun is up.
Which is the Earth, yes. Okay.
Exactly. See there? Yeah, I made it work. This week we've got a ton of news this week. Number one, we had the Nintendo Direct or the Fail Direct. Depending on your expectations of that Nintendo Direct, it was something to you. And then we also had a ton of fighting game news. Of course, the Guilty Gear Strive beta is going on at the moment. I believe it was extended for 2 more days.
Right.
Which, because they had some server issues, which is a good thing. It's a stress test, so it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be for their good, for the best. And after that, I think that is it. Oh, some NieR Reincarnation news because the game came out. So it's a pretty simple show. But first, we got to start off with your story you were telling me before this podcast.
Oh yeah. So my shaver kicked it, I think. So I shave every time I go on camera just because I'm pretty self-conscious about.
Well, that's a lot of times. Wait. Even before you stream?
Yeah, every time I stream, I shave, actually.
Well, so you're shaving like 3
times a week.
Three times a week.
Yeah.
Is that good for your skin?
I don't know. Well, I'm not. I used to shave every day. Like when I used to work at an office, I would actually shave in the morning every day. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Continue.
So I hate shaving. I hate shaving because it takes a lot of time, and maybe it's bad for my skin. I don't know. But anyway, so I was shaving just a couple of months ago because we're recording.
Right.
And I noticed that I'm kind of shaving like the side of my face here, and then I feel like this nick or something, like something yanks my sideburns. And I'm like, what the hell was that? And I look at the actual shaver, and I have an electric shaver, and the foil, like the guard, kind of like
it's supposed to protect from
skin,
the razors,
right? Yeah, from the actual blades of death. So I looked at the foil, and there's just a straight up hole in the foil now. There's just like exposed blades, vibrating blades. Yeah,
that is insane. But so at least you just nicked yourself. You didn't
I didn't just
bear claw yourself. You didn't just dig into the skin.
I didn't just cut my face. So I'm on Amazon right now because I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, and I would also shave my face tomorrow. So
But you just shaved. I don't get there's no hair on your face other than the hair on top of your head. Like how?
Yeah. So you
what are you shaving? You're shaving skin or something?
No,
stubble?
I do get basically stubble, like a 5 o'clock, 10 o'clock shadow or whatever. And because I stream every couple of days, I'm basically well, every time you see me on camera, like I'm clean shaven. Like I'm literally clean shaven, like moments ago. So that's why you just
Oh
assume
my
that.
goodness.
You probably assume that I can't grow facial hair because I shave all the time.
No, I mean, I actually,
Yeah,
if you, oh man, actually, if I think about it, I've never seen you with facial hair. So
with a beard. Yeah, with a beard. Exactly, right? Yeah.
I've never seen you with facial hair. I've let mine grow out like,
Oh,
more than
yeah.
it's needed
So
to numerous times.
um, so I when like my company went like remote,
Mm-hmm.
mostly remote basically. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be remote. I'm not gonna like come into the office at all. I'm gonna basically just stop shaving and stuff. Um, I would say there was about a year since I went remote, and before I started streaming,
Mm-hmm.
before I had a reason to shave
Oh,
my face.
to shave. Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
dark year, the
so
dark year.
I had a pretty gross beard. I had a pretty disgusting because I don't grow a beard evenly. Like it doesn't come in evenly. So
Oh, okay,
if I
okay.
had to be honest, like so I guess I get a really thick like chin beard. I guess I get a really
Mm-hmm.
bad neck beard.
Okay, okay.
But then like but
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Please shave.
But
Okay,
then like
keep
around
going.
like around like my cheeks, it's like patchy. It's like gross. It's
Oh,
disgusting.
well, okay.
Yeah.
I like because when I grow my beard, and you can't really see it, but I keep it short because it grows in patches. Like it doesn't connect. I know what you mean. Like it doesn't like it's
Yeah.
not like nice and even, but
Yeah, no.
it's like my beard. I don't shave it all the way, like clean
Uh-huh.
shave, because when my hair comes back in, it's like razors. It's like piercing my skin, and it's just so uncomfortable. I shaved it for the first time in a while, actually, like just
Right.
all the way, and for a whole week it was just painful. Like it's just my hair is so sharp.
Like when you cut your hair, it's cut so sharply that it's like
I don't know. It just the way when it regrows back in. It's oh yeah. It's what do you call it? Like ingrown hair or something like that.
uh
Like it
it,
curls back into the skin, so it's like
ugh.
pricking. It's like
Yeah,
pricking
that's
me. Yeah.
yeah, no. Do you use a shaving cream or anything like that? Like no
I
or
was using a shaving cream, and then
yeah,
like I for this time I forgot because I hadn't done it in so long, and like
mhm.
it was like piercing thorns.
It's supposed to
Jeez.
help. Yeah, I mean, ingrown hairs for sure are some of the worst, just the worst things basically about shaving. Um, I thought about so in Japan, like I guess it's a culture thing, probably in other parts of Asia as well, but
Hmm.
um, it's not as rare. So it is a little rare, but not as rare for men to do hair removal, right?
I
So there
guess
it
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so you can basically they sell hair removal packages for men to do stuff like chest hair and that kind of thing, maybe some
Oh,
maybe like a bit of your leg hair maybe.
okay.
But what I honestly was considering is friggin' hair removal for my face because I hate
Okay.
shaving so much. Yeah.
I was like,
Also
I've
my junk, sure. But no,
oh
but like my face because like I shave all the, or I used to shave all the time. Like when I went to the office, I would shave every morning, right? And that's like 10 minutes
right.
of my morning. I hate
Okay.
shaving. I do it every day. Why not just friggin' like, remove it? But then I was like, but I want the option. Like maybe I do want to grow a gross ass scraggly beard one day. Who knows,
You
right?
you never know.
So
You never know. I
yeah.
mean, maybe you find the barber or beautician, whoever, who can just like hook you up, get it clean, and you'll be like, oh, these patches are now interwoven. They look so nice. Like, how did you work this magic?
Yeah, but then I think it would just continue to grow unevenly. But
You
anyways,
could be like
point
Santa
is,
Claus.
yeah, razor. Sorry, what is this podcast even? Sorry.
This
Yeah,
podcast
I have
is
I have to get a new razor.
this podcast is sponsored by Razer Gaming and also Gillette
Hmm.
razors, where you can shave.
Have you seen the Gillette gaming razor?
No,
Yeah, it's stupid. Go look it up.
that should not exist.
They like
You shouldn't be able
marketed. They tried to market a razor to gamers, and we're just like, "What's the? Oh yeah, because gamer skin is like
to
what made
is
of rocks? Like what? Yeah,
what? Oh my
like
goodness.
what? There's nothing different about a gamer's face, anyways. But yeah,
Uh,
let's move on.
that happened. So that's
Yeah,
that's Ruth's story about shaving. And if you're a shaver, let us know.
if you are a shaver,
If
okay,
you are a shaver, everyone's got to shave eventually.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want that
Oh
mustache.
wait, here's a question before we move on. Sorry, what razor do you use? Like, do you have a recommendation or what?
I used to use Gillette when I was using it, but I would use like the Fusion. So like I have
No, but
really
what about
sensitive
your
skin.
electric one? Sorry, your electric one. What are you
I've
using
never
now?
used an electric razor.
You always use just like an actual hand.
It's
What
like
is
a
it called?
clipper. Yeah, it's just like the like hair clipper almost.
But you never go like clean shaven. You never go to the skin.
No, no. As
Oh wow.
after
Okay.
like a couple years, I said nope, never again.
Okay, that's fair. I like having a smooth face. I don't know.
So
Makes me look
weird.
younger, maybe. I don't know.
I feel like I look younger with my hair, even though it should be the opposite. Like I feel better with it. I feel more rounded.
Okay,
I have a more rounded face.
sure. All right, let's talk about games. Yeah.
All right, BDI over. Here we go. Let's get on into some games here.
Yep.
So first things first. We had the Nintendo Direct, which was an hour long. So a
Yeah,
lot of
wasn't it like
people.
4 in the morning or something for
It was
Japan?
4 in the morning. It was kind
Yeah.
of absurd because I went to sleep thinking, okay, I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be some crazy news. People were like, oh, maybe they'll do like a Zelda HD collection for like Wind Waker,
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time, like,
Yeah.
well, just
Yeah.
everything together, right? And then,
Yeah.
oh, let's do some Bayonetta 3. Like everyone
Mm-hmm.
was saying good. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wake up and this cool stuff, and then I wake up nothing, just
Mm.
dank, nothing.
Nothing excited you about the Nintendo Direct? Like zero? Like actually nothing about.
I, it's because I don't have a Switch, even though I'm
Oh, that's
about to get
that's true.
a
Yeah. So none of
because
this,
I'm about to
like
get a Switch.
none of this even applies to you. You're probably just like, okay, whatever, cool stuff you
Right, right.
can't play.
I'm just like I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, okay,
Yeah.
and but I thought like a lot of the stuff they showed was fine, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I gotta say that out of all the news, I guess the Splatoon 3 was kind
Sure.
of like the headliner. I thought that was a
Mm-hmm.
pretty good thing, but it's not launching until 2022, so
Right.
I'm not really about that much. But the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, I thought that was nice.
I would agree. Yeah. Did you ever play the original on Wii or no?
No, no, I
All
I
right.
didn't.
Are you intrigued? Like, are you gonna get you said you're gonna buy a Switch, right? You get the Monster Hunter Switch or what?
Right, right. It goes on pre-order this Saturday, so I've got
You're
I'm
actually for
ready.
sure gonna get it.
As long as it says like you have to go to your store and
Mm-hmm.
pre-order it or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll be getting it. I'm getting a
So
Switch.
if you are gonna get a Switch, then this stuff does apply to you. Like, why aren't you excited?
I guess like for me, so like the thing is Nintendo fans historically love their nostalgic series. You have your Mario, your Zelda, and then if you're super hardcore, you go for your Metroid, and then after that, it's kind of like, okay, I was promised this one game this generation.
Mm-hmm.
Please give it to me. And for me, I had a Sega Genesis growing up, and I never really played a lot of Mario or any Nintendo titles. So
Sure.
like I was, Mario Tennis was the first Mario game I really enjoyed, and I was on the Virtual Boy.
It's
I played it
not
on
even
Virtual
actual.
Boy,
Okay, not
right,
actual Mario game,
right.
Mario Tennis. Yeah.
And so like Mario Tennis, Mario Kart, like those are the Mario games that I have enjoyed the most.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to the system itself, I've had a 64. I didn't have a GameCube, but I did have a Wii, and I played them, but I just found myself playing more on my PlayStation and those series and franchises than Nintendo stuff. So like for me, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Did anything excite you? Excite you?
I don't know about excited. I mean to be 100% honest, when I woke up and I checked Twitter, that's like the first thing I do when I wake up now. It's I check Twitter basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just saw that like the time, like one guy was like, "Ooh, Legend of Mana," and I'm like, "Oh, remaster?" I guess like like
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, I kind of just got filled in from people talking. I like one guy was like, "Oh, Splatoon 3." I'm like, "Okay, Splatoon 3 got announced or whatever, right?" I didn't even like look at
Right.
any trailers. Yeah. Um, I think I wouldn't say nothing like excited me. But a couple things to me were like, "Oh, that's cool." So one of them is the Legend of Mana remaster. Um,
Okay.
I'm not gonna get it on Switch. I'm gonna get it on PC.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Platoon 3 is sure, that's chill, I guess. And then Ninja Gaiden
Oh,
collection.
well, that's
Yeah,
coming out. That's coming out on current gen and Steam as well. So
exactly. So I'm like, okay, well now I get to play
you
Ninja
get the
Gaiden.
higher
Yeah,
res, get the better version. Just get the
yeah.
better version.
And I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe the most exciting thing was Project whatever the fuck Project
Project Triangle Strategy,
Yeah,
aka the basketball. Let me put that.
sure.
on.
I was like, first off, what the hell kind of title is that? And but when I looked at the trailer, I'm like, oh, this looks really good. Like it's the Octopath Traveler kind of art style or whatever.
Yeah, it's the same. I think the
Which,
same team
yeah,
from Square doing that.
sure. Which I really, really enjoy. I think it's a great art style. I think it looks really good. I think more people should be checking that kind of thing out, especially if you're a fan of retro games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so just the fact that that thing exists, I'm like, that's cool, that's good, that's awesome. Name is kind of like, okay, maybe
Well,
change that.
it's a
Yeah,
working it's a working
yeah.
title, and I mean
Well, we
they've
hope so at least,
no
but
no no
yeah.
no it says it says in the trailer it's a
Working
working
title.
title.
Okay,
I'm just gonna have it up on screen for a little bit, and we'll
sure.
go through these. But I mean, this was the trailer that everyone, at least the ones, because I watched the whole presentation, and there was
Hmm.
the whole thing. Communist said like, "Oh, okay," like Hideki Kamiya's like, "Oh, don't expect no Bayonetta 3 news." And this was the one that it started out looking like a Bayonetta game potentially, like the whole color scheme, but we quickly found out that it is, a tactics based RPG, similar to Final Fantasy Tactics, which is really, and the whole name with triangle strategy is just because of the triangle system, the rock paper scissors system in those games,
Right.
I assume. But it seems like there's going to be a lot of political talk in this game in terms of how you align yourself with certain alliances, and characters will
Yeah,
then affect the story and create new alliances, and if that's your thing.
that looks really good, man. I love this art style. I love the HD 2D is what they're calling it or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that a lot. It has that awesome like depth of field effect, so it
I like
has
the
like the
shadow and the lighting. That's what
yeah.
really
Oh my
brings
God,
it
you haven't
brings
played
it out.
Octopath, right? You haven't played
No,
Octopath yet.
no, I still haven't
Um,
played it yet.
it's on PC if you want to play it, if you don't want to get on Switch. But Octopath, well, it's the same art style basically as
Yeah, it's same
Octopath,
art.
but
Yeah.
I love how it has the shallow depth of field because it looks
Hmm.
like you're looking at like maybe like a diorama. So the background behind the subject in focus is like a little bit blurry, like a as if
It's
you're
that. Yeah.
using kind of like a high end kind of camera kind of thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, lighting is really good. Like the lighting just looks it's weird to when you're in a
It's
cave or
because like
whatever.
it's like the
Yeah,
sprites
yeah,
themselves have their own individual particle lighting or something like that. Because it just
yeah,
it
yeah. You're like in a
yeah.
cave in Octopath, and you'll be like walking past, let's say, like a lamp or something or a
Hmm.
torch, and the fire from that torch will like naturally light up sprite, and it's just like, whoa, that's cool though. Like that looks
It's
awesome.
and they really put a
Yeah.
lot of thought into it, and I think this was out of all the games, this might have been like not my favorite, but the one that I know that a lot of people are gonna when it comes out. I hope it should be good. It seems like they can't mess this up.
Yeah, I know I would hope so, and I want this game personally to do well because
Mhm.
I want Square, to just make more of these kind of games, I guess, because they look good, and I just want more, really.
Right, right. We didn't even get to the Danganronpa Zero Escape, not Zero Escape game with kids.
What are you
You didn't
talking
hear
about?
about this one, did you? Yeah,
Wait, show me.
Worlds
Oh no, I
in
didn't watch
Club.
this. No, I didn't watch
Worlds
this.
in Club.
From the
This.
creators not gonna open Zero Escape, Worlds and Clubs
Yep,
can be developed by Tokyo Game. Oh, so the same guys who did Death Come True.
yep. The same guys that did that, and it's kind of interesting because it's definitely different in terms of the aesthetic. I
From
mean, they're much
Danganronpa,
younger,
maybe, yeah.
right? It's like Danganronpa for kids,
Well, it's kind of
but it's still
they.
it's serious. It's still the
If you
same
ever played
seriousness.
Zanki Zero is also from the Danganronpa creator, but they also have kid-ish characters in that game as well.
Like this? Okay, okay.
I'm missing the
I was because
baby.
when I saw this, I was really surprised. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." And I was when they lead off the trailer like, "Oh yeah, it's a death game. It's coming from these guys," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm expecting this." And the art part of them, I'm like, "Oh, well, this is completely different in
Wait,
terms
hold
of
on. The first part was previously released on Apple Arcade. I missed
apparently,
this. Apparently, whoa,
apparently,
whoa, what? Sorry, this isn't a new game then.
this isn't a new game. It just went so under the radar that
Holy shit! Yeah, no,
no one
damn.
knows about this game, and
Dude,
uh,
how about you guys just make another Danganronpa? That might be chill. Like that may be
you just
better. Yeah.
might.
No, yeah.
Yeah, just do what we actually want you to do.
Yeah, no idea.
But there's
Damn.
some. I think you're saving things from kaiju. There's like kaiju involved in this somehow.
Okay. Uh-huh.
It's a. I mean, it's a wholesome. It's a wholesome death game.
Yeah, man. Shit. I don't know.
The world
I mean,
ends with
I'm
you and
intrigued. Yeah, I
the
might as well
world's
give it
end
a
club.
chance. Yeah, I do have a Switch, so.
Yeah, out on and coming to Nintendo Switch, spring 2021. So it's going to be coming out soon.
Mhm.
Definitely check that out. And we talked about the Ninja Gaiden collection. Hades is getting a physical release for the Switch with I think there's like an art book and everything.
Mhm.
There were
Mhm.
weird things. Plant versus Zombies. I think Stubbs the Zombie came back out of nowhere. I don't know if
Oh,
you ever
really?
remember Stubbs the Zombie, but Stubbs the Zombie, which a lot of people did like. It was a fun game for a lot of people back in the day and early. It was an Xbox title, I think, not 360, Xbox.
Damn,
Uh,
wow.
Monster Hunter Rise had the, I don't know if you saw the horribly ugly looking spider.
No, I didn't
This
see that. No.
trailer has a spider, and it was they went into depth a little bit about the story, quote depth, in terms of the
Hmm.
rampage that's been affecting all the monsters. And it looks like there's going to be multiple monsters on the screen at the same time, not two, but like up to three,
Okay.
maybe
Wow.
even four in some of the special events. But that's the spider monster. I don't know what it's actually called, but I don't like spiders in any game,
Are you
and that
like, what about in real life? Also, not a big spider kind of dude, or what?
real life, it's kind of interesting because when I was growing up in elementary school, fourth grade,
Yeah.
I used to capture spiders on the playground.
And then
Like I
what?
would
Set them free, or what would you do with
no
them?
no I would get like a pencil or something, and I would put them in jars or put them in like a like whatever snack container we had for after school daycare. I
And
would
then
capture
what?
spiders like pets, and
Okay.
I'll never forget one day I captured a black widow in a
Great.
jar
Yep.
and brought it back into the classroom, and my
Yep.
teacher was looking at me like, what did you do?" Called the
Yeah.
pesticide people like, "Nah, this ain't cool."
Okay.
But now I hate them.
Okay. That's fair.
Like that's what happened. That's what happened. Um, but yeah. So, anyways, that's Monster Hunter Rise. Still coming out on the same day. Wherever I think it's like March
Yeah, it's soon.
26th.
Actually, yeah, it's pretty soon.
It's
Yeah,
really
and then
it's really soon.
the rumored PC release later this year, but we'll see.
I kind of hope they don't, but I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't.
You don't want it because you're gonna buy a Switch, but
Because I'm gonna
you
buy a
also
Switch.
do because now you want to play it on a better better
Yeah. See, it's
platform,
all
right?
it's all of that, right? Right.
Right.
But anyways, towards the end of this trailer, I'm just gonna skip to it. The handlers. I don't know if you're gonna be able to fight with the handlers, but they do kind of armor up, and
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, we're gonna help you," kind of deal, which I thought was really cool. Um, but that's the
Yeah.
little.
Yo, now that you have like a pretty good gaming PC, I would maybe try to pick up Iceborne because the game is good on PC.
I've never, I didn't actually play Iceborne. I have Iceborne, but I only played the first part of it, so I could still
Yeah,
actually,
check.
I could
I
still
would
go
say
for
I
it.
would recommend you would love it on PC, especially if you have a high refresh rate monitor. You have a really good graphics card. You could probably play that game at well, not 4K because I need to have a 4K monitor, but you could play
Yeah, I
that
don't have
game at
4K
like
monitor.
really high refresh rate
Hmm.
with really high details. So you would probably like the game on PC.
The one game I was kind of hype about was this Mario Super Golf or
I mean,
Mario
yeah,
Golf
no,
Super Rush.
to rush, yeah, it's probably fun to be honest. It's
It's
probably a
probably
fun game.
fun, but I
Yeah.
love how the gimmick is you can run across the track, like, or across the course. Like that's the gimmick. You run, like you do your shot and you run. Everyone is
So
base. It's like
no
speed
golf
golf.
carts, no
There's
golf
no yeah.
carts.
There's no golf carts. It's just speed golf with Mario and whoever else you're playing against. You're all just running to the next hole.
I mean, that sounds cool. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's the kind of multiplayer component. I guess you can swing the Switch. What are the Switch called? Remocons?
The Joy Cons.
The Joy Cons. Why do I call them Remocons?
I don't know because you're thinking of a Japanese word.
I feel like it's like a Wiimote. Oh, Wiimote. Okay, and then like Wiimote cons, Joy Cons. I was thinking high
But the
level.
Japanese word for a remote controller is Remocon. So
Okay, I was thinking standard level.
okay.
Anyways, we're gonna we're gonna move past that. But and yeah, and I guess the bigger news was like you said, Splatoon 3, and then Eiji Aonuma, the producer, I think he's a producer director of the Zelda series, just in
Yeah.
general,
Skyward
came
Sword.
out, and it was a moment where like they ain't gonna, when this dude come out on screen, he ain't gonna say nothing other than I'm sorry. That's literally what he said. I'm sorry, we don't have news on this sequel of Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, dude. Breath of the Wild. When? Oh, you see my phone on my mug. Sorry, but yeah. When is Breath of the Wild 2 coming out, dude?
Whenever the last year of the Switch is,
Oh, that's true.
like
Actually, yeah, no, yeah,
whenever
no,
the
dude.
the
Yeah, that's
last year of the
that's,
Switch,
yeah, yeah. I think. Oh my God, you're probably right. Actually, that's
and it'll
funny.
probably be an updated Switch. It won't be just the Switch. It'll be like this is the Switch
No,
HD.
I bet you
You
it'll come
actually need
out. It'll
this.
come out for the Switch and Nintendo's next platform.
The Switch HD 2.0.
Because that's what happened. Like that's what happened with Twilight Princess, right? We got
Yep.
GameCube and Wii, and
Yep.
that's what happened with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
we got Wii U and Switch, and also Skyward Sword itself came out like near the end of the
near
Wii's
the
life
end.
cycle.
Right, right. And
Yeah.
that's what I said. Going back around to where we first started out, is that's kind of Nintendo's thing, right? People buy a Nintendo console for these series specifically. And I mean, it's not any different than when someone buys a console, an Xbox for Halo. You know what I mean? But
Sure.
there is something intrinsically that Halo is. How can I say it? Halo is Halo? Like it has lasted for X amount of years, maybe what, 10 years, 15
Mm.
years. But like Zelda, these are like 30-year franchises. These are things that you grow up with, and so you have this nostalgic attachment to them.
Do you think that Halo in 20 years will have the same legs as Zelda does now, or no?
No, no, it doesn't
Not
have the same
not
legs.
not
You
not
you
at
you
all.
see it now. I mean, you've seen it ever since they created 343 Studios.
Okay, sure.
It just doesn't, because there's something transitionally. And as much as I can sometimes knock Nintendo for, why don't you guys make more new IPs? Okay, you got Splatoon, and then you had Arms, and then you had crap, what's Pikmin? That but they're very far apart for some of these series.
Right.
The one thing that keeps these games fresh, every Mario, every Zelda, while they have the core mechanic is the same. You're gonna slash, you got your bombs, you got your, you have your same tools, but how you interact with some things, in the world, they change. They change it around a little bit, even if it's gimmicky like this, and you use a Wiimote for it,
Right.
or motion controls, whatever.
Now
They
they
always change it.
yeah, I'm glad they like mapped it to the stick, so we don't have to deal with the motion controller anymore.
They did. They saved that for the very last part of this trailer for some
Yeah,
reason.
I'm
Like,
really
oh,
happy.
and
Yeah.
you don't have to deal with motion control. I'm like, that's
Yeah,
good.
thank God. Yeah, thank God.
I mean, but what do you think though? What do you think? Will Halo have the same legs? Will a lot of these franchises that we kind of play today, will they be around in 30 years, or
Yeah, I don't
be
know.
the same?
That's a fair
As
question,
deep?
to be honest. Like I want to say no, because I just feel like the taste of gamers have slowly moved away from the space marine kind of shooter kind of thing, right?
Yeah, they
But
have. They have.
that's just me talking. Like
Hmm.
I don't know, like maybe some younger people like 10 years from now will be like, "Oh, remember Halo? That was the best." And I'll be like dead and I'm like, "No, Halo was all right." But you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe like just my taste, my perception of the gaming industry is just off from how people actually feel. Um we don't really know until Halo is 30 years old. But
About 20 more
we're
years.
getting slowly
Slowly getting there. We're
there. Yeah.
slowly getting there.
Because I want to, like maybe let's go back in time. Let's go back in time to like the 90s when the
Hmm.
latest Zelda game was, let's say, Link to the Past. Like, did
Right.
anyone think that, like, oh, like, in 10, 15 years from now, this series is still going to be like hot? I wonder.
I mean, I guess, like, they did go through a period with Zelda where it was kind of okay, especially when they were on mobile, when they were on, the DS. There were a pretty good amount that they could kind of put out, and for me, looking on the outside, on the outside, looking in, I was just like, okay, well, to me it looks the same, but for other people, it was like, okay, well, there are different mechanics from Spirit Tracks to maybe one of the other games that were
Yeah,
on
I
DS. They
think
play differently
maybe that's
enough.
what gives, Zelda and Mario games such longevity, is that there is a pretty big gameplay mechanic difference. Like
Hmm.
it's much more pronounced and obvious. You can look at each Mario game, for example, and you can be like, oh, Sunshine is the one with the water jetpack,
Right.
and Odyssey is the one with the hats that you can put on and change.
I mean, like,
And
if you think about
yeah,
it, it's nothing different than Final Fantasy.
like how they're all
How
different, or
they all have a theme, right? They all literally have a theme that they go around, and you still have the same spells for the most part in a lot of
right.
the Final Fantasies. The gameplay either is somewhat similar, changes. There's the battle systems are a little bit different in each of them, but for the most part, that's what they do to change it up. They change the theme, the
It's like
settings.
fundamentally different.
It's
But I mean, if you
yeah.
take a look at like Halo, let's say the difference between 3 and 4, and you're like,
Hmm.
oh, actually, I can't, I didn't play Halo 4, so I can't really say. But it's different. Like, oh yeah, you can sprint in this one now, or like, oh, now you can. I don't even know. Sorry, you have
No, but I mean,
loadout.
but there
Yeah,
there are kind of minimal things a lot of the times, and I guess the thing was a lot of those games were kind of graphics focused, and And this is coming from a time where, when these games first came out, where it was just like, hey, run, jump, stand on something, go down a tube. I mean, it's so simple, but you can really put it in any type of world. You can theme it anywhere you want to and change some of the mechanics of what Mario has. Like you said, like in Sunshine, he still
Yeah,
does
like
all those basic things, but
Sunshine is so different from well, not so different, but Sunshine is like, oh, that's the water jetpack one, and then
mhm.
you're like, oh, but like 64 is the one with the painting. So like
In galaxies, in
Yeah,
space.
and Galaxy is the one with
Hmm.
the gravity, the circular worlds, basically, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Where you run upside down. So that's why I think like the series has such longevity, is because each one is really different. Like you can really be like, I don't know, like they exist so well on their own.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
And that's it. I mean, that's honestly, that's where I think I've always thought.
what about Splatoon though? Like, is Splatoon gonna have the same legs in like 15 years or no?
I didn't think Splatoon was going to get a 3 for some reason. And it's kind of weird because and honestly, they've actually supported Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 really relatively long, like, 2
Yeah,
years after
we got a
release.
DLC pack for two. Like when they announced three, I was like, did we need my honestly my first reaction for three was like,
Do we
did we
need a
need three?
No, right?
Why not just support two somewhere? Because like when two was announced, I was like, this makes sense because one was on the Wii U, which didn't sell very well.
Right, right.
And Nintendo wants people to play this actual legitimately fun game.
Mhm.
So let's make Splatoon 2. It's going to be on the Switch, which is a console that people actually own.
True.
A lot of people are going to be able to play Splatoon, which is fun. So 3 is still on the Switch though. So I'm like, well, now the console kind of thing doesn't hold up. Why not just support 2 some more? Why not give 2
Why
another
not give
DLC?
2
Yeah,
a
I
little bit
know, a
more
DLC pack
of
or
the
something like
DLC
that.
pack?
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is on the same engine. I imagine it is. They're not using anything different per se. Maybe there's
Yeah.
some more assets. Maybe they've gone back and tuned some things. I want to say maybe the hub world. Maybe there has to be something different that
Yeah,
is
I think
this
yeah,
feature. You know what I mean? Like,
there has to be a reason why it's not DLC. Like it has to be so big or fundamentally different
mhm,
that they're like it's got to be a third, a numbered sequel.
a numbered
We
sequel.
can't just DLC this or something.
And it's going to be interesting going forward for Nintendo. I think that that's what they're going to be doing less of. Nintendo's kind of slower to change as opposed to Sony and Microsoft, which have a lot of third-party series. But even something similar to Ghost of Tsushima, right? It has this completely free multiplayer mode that comes out,
Oh
which
yeah,
arguably could have been, I mean, a standalone thing
yeah,
that they put in. Uh, I think when it comes to Splatoon 3, I think that next time, or Splatoon 4, honestly, whenever that comes out, or if it comes out, I think that that's something that they could do, is just kind of build onto the game like you were talking about, instead of making us buy a new game.
yeah. So I'm pretty like okay on Splatoon 3. Like I'm looking at the trailer now.
It looks good. Looks
I
fun.
think some of those are new weapons, so I'm like, okay, maybe that justifies a new game. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
mean, you're not paying for any DLC in these games, though.
well,
I think
the
that
second there
are
was
they
the
are they?
that one was a paid pack. The one for two was it was expansion.
Oh,
It
okay,
was
okay, okay,
akin to an expansion, so it was paid. But yeah,
okay, okay. I was like, oh, they're
yeah,
all free. No, never mind.
no,
At least one of them is not free. Back into the ink. So that was one game because I've never played a Splatoon before. I'm actually kind of excited to try that out.
yeah. I
Just
honestly
Splatoon
think
2.
you would like it. It is pretty fun. Splatoon is fun. So
That's probably one of the games I'm going to get after Monster Hunter, or along with Monster Hunter,
yeah,
is Splatoon 2. Just kind of check it out, and it seems like it'll be fun to stream. Just fun to have. It's just a fun game. I love
yeah.
fun
No, it's a
stuff.
fun game. You would probably enjoy it. It's not bad. So yeah.
There we go. There's the Nintendo Direct. And moving on, we had some more news, of course, and I'm going to zoom on out. We had some news from a lot of the fighting game community this week. I don't even know where to start. We got Mortal Kombat trailers, we got Guilty Gear betas,
hmm
we got the Prime Minister of Poland. Did you see this?
No. So
Uh,
no.
I didn't even mean to pull this up, but it's up. We're
Oh wait, what?
yes. So there was the kind of fighting
No, that
game
can't be real. No, is
roundtable.
that
No, this
real?
is real. This is real. The fighting game roundtable happened this weekend, yesterday on Sunday here in Japan, and I caught the last 2 hours of it.
Yo, that's
So
funny. Yeah, that's funny, dude.
it was a really small teaser trailer. I mean, really small, and
Uh-huh.
I've got it up right
Uh-huh.
now.
Uh-huh.
And Harada-san just like, we got a small teaser for you for the next downloadable character. I'm like, what are
Okay.
you talking about, bro?
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, well, we go to a lot of different countries to for Tekken and kind of to see what we want to put into the game. So we've been to Poland, and
It's crazy, dude.
we were thinking that the Prime Minister of Poland would be a great downloadable character to have in the game.
That's just
What?
the dumbest thing almost the dumbest thing I've heard. So
Everyone was like, bro, what you talking about? And
yeah,
but
like, are you insane
can we
right
get
now?
Obama? Someone, one streamer was like, "Can we get Obama? Like, can we go there? Can we get Obama
Well,
fighting
no,
first?"
yeah, Joe, just like
Right? Why?
politicians, Smash Bros. At this point. Yeah.
Oh man,
No,
so
that's funny.
that was one little bit of news that came out, and then of course we have. I think what the bigger part. We're gonna skip over the Cham Cham. The news for Samurai Showdown,
Mm-hmm.
which she was already revealed, but they had a gameplay trailer. Instead, what was really interesting was this Samurai Spirits and Guilty Gear collaboration that's going to be happening for season 3 as a downloadable
Yeah.
character. Who's going to be in
Samurai
Samurai Spirits
Samurai
from
Showdown
Guilty
in
Gear?
English.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Who is this? Who's going to be? Who do you think?
That's a good question. So who would fit, like, what Guilty Gear character would fit the Samurai Showdown like meta? The rage mechanic where you do more damage the more damage you take kind of thing.
I mean, honestly, and we have to go with like who has blades in the game too, like legitimate actual blades
Oh,
that could kind of.
so we have Soul Bad Guy, Kai Kisuke.
I know
Uh
Baiken is
yeah,
probably
Baiken.
the. I mean, she's a samurai. I think she's a
Right.
samurai. She's a
Well,
Ronin.
wait, there we go. It's Viking. The shit.
Right.
Yeah,
It's,
damn.
it's like Baiken. I mean, there is
Mystery
Nagoyuki,
solved.
but I don't
Yeah,
know
no.
if they would put a new character like that. I don't think that would generate as much hype. Baiken
Shit.
being in there, that
No,
would be.
it's Viking. Yeah, mystery solved. Damn.
It's like Baiken
Damn.
from Snap. Which
Anyone
was,
else? Anyone else? Like
well,
dude.
Keitel is probably listening to this episode going, well, you know this person, man. You need to know your
What
Guilty
about
Gear. I'm like,
what if it's just straight up justice?
well, no,
Justice.
no.
The final boss from the first game. It's so
no,
funny.
no. I think Baiken is the most. It's like the safest.
It's probably
Bet,
Viking.
right?
Now,
I mean, she
now that I
fits-
think about it, yeah.
she fits into that universe really well.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people on both sides. I know people because you can't play her in Guilty Gear Strive, so you might as well go play her in another game.
She'll be DLC though, right? Like she took a while to end up in the other one.
In Strive, yeah, it'll probably be a while. Who knows actually how long it'll take her to get into it? I know she wasn't even. I don't think she was a launch character in
No, she wasn't. No, for
in
Exar
Exar.
or whatever.
Yeah, it took a
no.
while for her to get into Exard as well. So
Yeah.
and they know it. They know that that's one of their aces. Like
hmm
we put her out, people are gonna buy.
Right.
That's it. People are gonna buy. So that was I would say kind of the one of the bigger news from that kind of roundtable that they had. And on top of that, we also had, oh gosh, let's just go ahead and talk about it. Let's go ahead and talk about Ryu and Chun-Li in
Yeah. So
Fortnite.
So tell me what your initial fuck. I hate it. God, I hate it so much.
Oh, look at her. He getting down that sax like, yeah, let me show you how to. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Ryu.
no, I hate
like
it. I hate it.
My initial reaction was, Capcom, when they had their turn to go and present,
Uh-huh.
they were like, yeah, and we've been working with some other partners, and we finally got Ryu, and we check out this trailer, and it starts with this old kind of like arcade unit of Street Fighter 2, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's gonna be some weird throwback, and then all of a sudden they get teleported, an announcer comes out, it's like Smash, announcer
Yeah.
comes down, they get 3D unpixelized whatever, and then they just end up in the world of Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite. Yeah.
Fortnite.
Has Fortnite gone too far? Yeah.
No,
Maybe.
no, they have everyone now. We've got the Predator. We've got
I hate it. Like I hate like okay, like it's so bizarre to see Ryu building shit and then firing a gun. Like
firing a gun.
what?
Ryu, like Chun Li. She was a former cop, or she is a cop. I don't know. So she had to have had a gun sometime, but
Yeah, can you imagine? Oh my god, he like shoots a gun and he's like Hadouken.
I don't. It's like, bruh, what? Who's next? Like, who is next? No one is safe from Fortnite. I
Alright,
mean,
who's next and who's next? After
look at this crap. This is Doctor. Like, there's literally Marvel vs.
yeah.
Capcom right here. Doctor Doom, Wolverine, and we know Storm
Yeah,
and the Predator.
MVC4, right?
what is this?
MVC4.
This is right here. This is how you get your game on for.
Marvel vs. Capcom. That's so funny.
And I'm
Yo,
just
it's
sitting here
funny.
like,
That is
this.
funny.
This is how we get. I mean, Galactus is in here. I mean, honestly. I think that this, and I guess we can kind of ask ourselves, was this a move on Capcom's terms to kind of maybe get money to make
I
a
don't
Marvel
know.
versus Capcom
How did
5
this even happen?
or something?
How did even who sold this idea? It's like, hey, Wolverine, but in Fortnite, and who was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Like,
I mean, we have Darth Vader. We got the Star Wars properties in there. We've
oh
got,
my
yeah, the
god,
Mandalorians up in here. Can we just get Goku?
yeah, we're like 2 steps away from Goku right now. I think.
Goku with a gun.
Oh, I hate it so much.
Is the equivalent of
Yeah.
L from Death Note in Netflix when he had a gun.
I didn't watch the movie. The L had a gun.
They gave him a gun at one point and he had to point it at Kira. It was the funniest thing. He's like, I don't want to have to do this. I'm like, bro, you don't use guns. What are you
I
talking
didn't.
about?
So you watched? Sorry, this is off topic. You watched the Netflix Death Note movie? Is it really bad or what?
No, it's so a lot of people don't like it because facts like that. There are some moments where it doesn't go completely 1-to-1 with the series, and I mean I understand that, but I look at it this way. I thought Ryuk was really good. William Dafoe did a really good job as Ryuk, and look at it as another take on Death Note, and don't look at it as this
like a death, like
a
the
Death Note.
reinterpretation of Death Note. Like
yeah. And you go in like that, I think you'll like it. You won't enjoy it, but you'll like some parts out of it.
Okay, just wondering. Okay, now back to Fortnite.
Back to the Fortnite. I kind of want to find this this image really quick for.
No, I think I hate it very much, but yeah.
I think they had one of their artists at Capcom draw kind of like a special illustration for Fortnite or for this event, and I need to find it because yes, here it is. Oh man, when you look at this is when your mind gets blown. Your mind just goes, what the what happened here?
So I'm still looking at shavers right now. Yeah.
Here we go. That my friends. This.
Give me.
Ryu smiling has never looked so
weird.
disturbing.
That's so weird, isn't it? Like
this
that's
is
weird.
official art from Capcom. This isn't.
That's weird. I hate it. I think. Yeah, I think it's a bad idea.
It's got all the Fortnite people in the background. The hamburger person, and I mean Chun-Li looks fine. I mean Chun-Li's cute. I like Chun-Li.
She looks okay for some reason, but yeah.
Yeah, she looks okay. But Ryu, I don't know why he's smiling like that. He's like, I got y'all.
He was like, hey, guess who's in Fortnite?
I made it. We made it.
No,
did Street Fighter make it?
Because he's like, what's up, bitches? I'm in Smash Bros. And Fortnite.
He is in Smash Bros. And in Fortnite. He's making his rounds. Capcom, this is kind of getting that money, aren't you? Trying to. Anyways, that happened. But I mean, will you play Fortnite? What do you think people will play Fortnite for Street Fighter?
Specifically for
Street
this?
Fighter fans.
I don't
do you think they'll jump in and try it?
I think if you already play Fortnite, then this is exciting for you. But at least for me personally, like this is not enough to make me want to play I don't honestly know what would make me want to play Fortnite. I mean, I've avoided it so far. People have tried to get me to play Fortnite, but I'm like, this game is not fun for me.
It's not for me.
So I don't know, like, what would get me to play Fortnite?
I thought about it. I had a simple thought.
You were like, Kratos, okay, I'm gonna play it now because of Street Fighter or what?
I guess it was like a culmination of everything. Kratos is in it, and we've got the Star Wars characters, we've got the Marvel characters, and it's kind of like I don't know if I feel like I could just jump in and goof off in it. I don't really have to play the game, if you know what I mean. It's just like a hangout spot at that point.
I don't know. I
Because
just feel like
there's team matches, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I can just go around and mess around it. But I just
yeah,
I there's something about this in Minecraft.
that you just like I'm not touching that. Like I don't want to
I
play that.
can't touch it. Like I've just never, and I don't feel like I ever will.
Okay, that's fair.
It's
Yeah, I think
strange.
okay. So what is like a character? Can you if you can even think of one? Like what is a character, single character that if they added it to Fortnite, you're like, okay, that's it. I'm playing Fortnite now.
It's weird. You know, they got Batman. Batman's one of my favorite heroes. Period.
So if
They got
legit,
Iron Man.
if
They have
they
my other
added
favorite hero.
if they added, okay, they're already
But
in. Like so I
yeah,
don't pay
my
attention.
my favorites are in this game. The
So
issue is like
you haven't
I
so,
like,
and you still refrained. So
and I
like
still refrain. Like I guess because
what's it
it's
gonna
like
be then?
they they would have to have characters who I think are cool and also use a gun. I guess like I think the Punisher might even be in here, but that makes sense to me. Like okay, if
Sure,
I were a
yeah.
Punisher fan,
What if it
I'd
was like
do
what if
it.
it was like Naruto or something with a gun?
Oh
Like
no,
what?
I can't see Naruto with a gun.
With a
Like what?
gun. Yeah, and he's like Dattebayo and he shoots like you know what I mean? Like
That's like someone's legit nightmare right
yeah,
there.
that's
That
so
is a
funny.
complete
Can you just imagine
chaos nightmare.
Dattebayo?
I got you, Dattebayo.
That would I would laugh. I actually no, that's it. I would play. I would play for that because that's so
It's
funny.
so absurd. It's
I know.
so
That's so funny.
absurd.
That's so funny. Just imagine that. That's like
Oh,
some bad fan
don't
fiction
want
level
to.
shit
I
right
think
there.
that's what's going to happen eventually. Is we're going to get to a level of just horrid fan fiction in Fortnite. Like that's the level of what we have is just horrible fan fiction quality stuff coming out.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I got you, Date Bio.
Yeah, shoots.
Oh, snap. And they just
Yeah.
shoot you. But kind
Uh,
of
okay,
moving on.
yeah.
Moving on. Another announcement towards the end of this was the unveiling of Eno as the 15th
Oh, for
15th
yep.
character,
Mm-hmm.
the final of the launch roster for Guilty Gear Strive, and she got a redesign. Girl looking hot, yo.
Yeah, she's got glasses now or something, right?
She got glasses. She
Yeah.
apparently
She's
has
based.
a bra or like an under. You know, she's wearing something. Her hat's a
Oh,
little bit bigger.
yeah. No, she was based off Shina Ringo, like her original design from XX. She's based off Japanese musician named Shina Ringo, right?
Which
So I
makes
don't
some good
know.
music. I like her.
Yeah. Do you like Shina Ringo or Tokyo Jihen or what?
I've listened to Shino Ringo a couple of albums from her. I like her stuff, and like I think a lot of the newer kind of uh, artists on YouTube here in Japan that specifically have I guess they used to be like Vocaloid kind of like music videos, right? But now it's like some art. It's moving. There's words on the screen. I guess
Uh-huh.
that's a music video in general, but you know,
Sure.
anime style. No, a lot of them sound similar to kind of like how Sheena Ringo kind of does. Sometimes, not all of them, not all of them. There's some of
Mhm.
them, just some of them. But I don't know. She's cool. I like her.
Eno looks good though. Yeah, I'm
She
watching the
looks really
trailer
good.
now. Like Eno is good. Like this whole game looks good. Like Strive looks good.
Strive is good. The beta is going on right now, and I've been
Yeah.
playing it throughout the weekend. And sorry for anyone who was listening last week. I didn't realize until a friend told me that the beta is actually available for everyone. It's just if you pre-ordered it, you could
You got it
play
early.
a little
Yeah.
bit earlier. And the one
So
thing yeah.
are you playing the beta on PS4 or on PC?
PS4. PC doesn't have the beta.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's just
PS4
PS4 and
only then. Okay,
PS5.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm playing it, and I haven't messed around online. I've been watching a lot of streams of people playing online. The rollback netcode, from what I've seen and what everyone who's played it has said, it's
It's
solid.
good. It's really
It's
good.
good.
Yeah, it's really
It's good. And that
Yeah.
word has kind of gotten out so much that too many people are playing. Like all the non-fighting game people are like, oh, I want to play some
Yeah, and
Guilty
then
Gear.
server just died or whatever, right?
So they've extended the beta, like we said earlier in the show, and I mean, it's just these characters. They just really come to life on the screen. They've added these
Yep.
new effects. When Soul Bad Guy, when he is punching, when he does his heavy, I think it's like heavy slash, and the screen just like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, you feel
Yeah.
it, and then the music is good. I'm listening to some of these streams just to hear the music.
I gotta admit, like, man, Arxis nailed the aesthetics of this game. They nailed the visuals. Like, it looks so like it looks like 2D, but it's not. These are models, right? You got to remember these are 3D
Yeah,
models.
these are just models, so
They look
right.
so good. Like it looks so anime.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
this, yeah.
they do so many good things with it in terms of how they the lighting, the frames that they use. You
Yeah,
know,
they
it's not
do they
smooth.
oh my
It's
God,
yeah,
they do such a good job of making 3D models look like anime.
and it shows and it pays off. And I think the
Yeah.
thing about this game that is different than the other Guilty Gears, and I think a lot of people have probably kind of noticed this more so, is that damage is high. I mean, you don't need to do any combo can almost be a touch of death combo to an extent. I'm not gonna say you get it's like one hit and you just kill somebody, but even just basic things for certain characters can really make the difference and really take off, you know, a third of your life. So you really
Hmm.
have to not only be careful, but you also have to play aggressive. You know, I guess that's the thing with Guilty Gear is you need to in a way use your momentum and be aggressive and get your offense going. And for those trickier characters, because I've messed around with Nagoriyuki and he is slow. I ain't never seen anyone just he feels like
Is
he's
he
slower than
slower?
Potemkin.
Is he slower than Potemkin, really?
He's like he's about the same speed as Potemkin, but at
Because
least Potemkin
Potemkin
can like
can't
hop
dash.
further.
Yeah,
At
Potemkin
least he
can't
can hop
dash. Yeah.
further.
Yeah, Potemkin has to do that weird ass hop thing.
Nagoriyuki's like he tries to do that hop thing, but he
He
can't
can't.
quite make
Oh,
it. It's
oh
like
man, yeah.
but he has projectiles. Chip is super fast, and
Yeah.
I've been playing Ramethal. There we go.
Yeah.
Who I saw today, and a streamer actually using her because I like to do characters in the who control the mid space, or and she kind of broken. I don't know. She hits hard. She hits way too hard. The wall splat damage in this game, you hit someone across and then they go through the wall. That is like an extra 20%, I think. It's kind of ridiculous for some of these things, but I don't know. I'm excited for the game. I
Yeah,
think I'm
no.
gonna actually purchase it.
You gonna buy it on PS4, PS5, or PC?
I don't know because a lot of times, and this is I was originally gonna get it on PC. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get
Originally on
this.
PC, but now
I
you're
was
gonna
gonna
get
get it.
PS4?
I think I'm gonna get it on PS4 only because I'm planning on buying a capture card, and the fact that I think more of the player audience is gonna be on PS4,
PS4.
PS5.
I would agree. I would 100% agree that if you want to play with the biggest roster of people,
Mhm.
get it on console.
If they do like PC crossplay, that would be amazing. But right now it's only PS4 and PS5 crossplay, so I think
Okay. I
that's
mean, they might, but I mean, I gotta agree with you. If you want to play with people, to play it on console. Yeah.
right on the console. But now I gotta find a fight stick. Maybe I'll ask a couple of our friends like, hey,
What I
you
would definitely
got a
do
fight
is
stick?
they do sell multi-plat fight sticks. They do. It'll be like PS4, PS5, and PC fight sticks. Definitely get yourself one of those so you can just
Okay.
plug it into like whatever you're playing it on. But yeah.
Okay. And I can't imagine this game isn't going to go on sale for a decent, right now they've had a sale on all their previous games up to 90%
Yeah,
off or some
you can pick
crazy
up
noise.
my personal favorite Accent Core Plus for what, like $3 or something. Like yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's insane. And I still love the
Yeah.
comment by, I think it was Harada-san from
Uh-huh.
Bandai Namco. He was just like,
Hmm.
guys, that's a little too cheap. You might as well be giving them out for free. That's just like some exchange fees, like tax. Like, what are you, what are y'all
Yeah.
doing? And he's just like, the Arc System guy was like, yeah, we special conditions. We got some
So we still
circumstances
gotta
going on.
charge money for it, basically. Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. And we're gonna close it out with NieR. I was
Reincarnation.
gonna say recreation for some reason.
We're in recreation, sure.
Recreation.
And then I gotta go
NieR.
buy. Then I gotta buy a shaver.
You
So
gotta
yeah,
go buy a shaver.
yeah.
So NieR Reincarnation is currently out here in Japan. And have you played it? It's a mobile game.
Yeah, so I downloaded it like 2 nights ago because I was like, oh shit, that game's out actually finally.
Mhm.
And then I did part of the tutorial and that's it. So I haven't basically haven't played it yet. But what I will tell you from my first like 4 minutes of the game is that the soundtrack is good. If you played Automata and I guess also the original Nier,
Mhm.
and you're like, hey, this is a good soundtrack, just play it some
Just
more.
do it. Just do it. It's quickly now become the number one top grossing iPhone game in Japan. And I've been seeing stories about it on Twitter and other places. Well, my phone's been picking them up for sure because I downloaded it and I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try to because I hope it's not too heavy in the gacha. I'm hoping it's not too heavy.
Uh,
because
Yeah, I'm not
that's
sure.
what hits me is when it gets super heavy into gacha, and
Apparently, if you play like right now, you can get characters from Automata.
I think yeah, you
Uh,
can get 2B and 9S or
and
2A,
probably
or is it 2A?
A2 as well.
A2,
Yeah,
A2,
you need to
A2
play. You need to
stay.
finish, Automata. Like
I
at
do, yeah.
least.
I got to
Yeah,
finish the other.
you
Was
really
it
actually need.
three more runs or four more runs?
You're on route B now, correct? Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah, you have. Well, just keep playing it. Basically, just keep playing it. Are you gonna stream the other routes or just finish it?
I don't know. I kind of go back and forth on streaming. Gosh, you know what happened, right? After our
What?
conversation about Kingdom Hearts last week.
Yeah.
So Shell came into the chat and she was like, "Oh, so are you actually gonna stream Kingdom Hearts?" I'm like, "Shell, look at this price on the Epic Game Store." Like, and Ehead
It's
was there, and we
expensive.
we were just
Yeah.
looking at it, and we were talking about the cost, and then I'm like, "Look, I mean, check out the all-in-one collection on PlayStation 4 right now. PlayStation 4.
That's way
Look, let's
cheaper,
go,
right?
let's go." And
Yeah.
I was thinking the 99.99 price that we talked about, right?
Yeah.
$25 on sale.
25 for the whole Kingdom Hearts like series?
I bought the whole Kingdom Hearts series.
You bought it.
I bought it. I bought it.
Okay, but but before that, finish NieR.
Right.
Just finish NieR. Like just finish NieR, man. Like just finish it.
I felt like some shame had just come over me. I bought the
Yeah.
whole Kingdom Hearts series.
Like just finish NieR. You have probably 15 to 20 hours left. You can just binge it on the weekend or something like
Wait,
that.
of the entire? Oh wow, the rest of it just kind of like flies by. Maybe I should just do
How
that.
many hours have you put in so far in your first run?
More than I needed to.
Like 20?
There's at least 20.
Yeah, I would say you have
Maybe
about
30. Who knows?
I would say you've got about anywhere between let's be generous. Let's say 20 hours. So yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. I could actually finish it in a month. Just go back and stream and finish it.
Well, if you want to stream it, sure. But if you just want to play NieR, then just play it like after we're done recording. We just play NieR.
Play it. Play
Yeah.
the NieR. Oh man, it looks so good. But if you want to, you can stream this from your phone.
I could. I don't know if I will.
Oh. I just realized because I was messing around with the Twitch app and it's like, oh, you can stream from your phone like mobile games. What?
Yeah, certain ones that use what they call replay kit.
Oh, replay
Yep.
kit. There we go. So that's going to do it for us on episode number 73. Do you have anything you want to say in closing?
Yeah, shout out to Yaya for being in the chat. Thanks, dude.
I'm just gonna be like, Root, you're on chat duty.
Yeah.
It disappears on my screen. Thanks, y'all.
That's what I want to say. Shout out to Yaya for being in the chat. Thanks, bud, for your support. You can catch me personally on Twitch, Tuesday and Thursdays, 9 p.m. JST. Streaming video games of some kind usually.
You know what you're
That's
playing
yeah,
next?
that's twitch.tv/root24. It's on screen if you're watching it on YouTube actually. So yeah, come hang out and chat and play video games, that kind of thing. I'm streaming tomorrow actually. At this time.
Yeah. What are you streaming?
I'm gonna finish Trails in the Sky. I actually just left off in the final dungeon, so that was Thursday night last
Okay.
week. I'm in the last dungeon, and it looks like a pain in the ass. So, it looks like a pain in the ass.
It's like hopefully tomorrow, but if it goes into Thursday, well, it was a
Hey,
pain.
do you know? Oh man, so I was streaming on Thursday actually, and I thought this. So I hate. Do you love or do you hate scripted fights in JRPGs?
The ones where you can't win or you like
But
you thought you
don't
did
need,
something
you
and it
don't
just
need to win is the thing. So I was
Okay.
I was streaming on Thursday, Trails in the Sky, and this fight was like, well, I didn't know that it was scripted, and I was
Mhm.
trying so hard. I was using like all
you
my
used everything.
items.
You used all your items and you
I
have
was using
nothing
all
at the
my
end
items
of it.
because it was like, because here's the thing. Here's my thing about like scripted fights. If it's gonna be like, if you can't lose a fight, just make it hard. Just make it so hard that oh, this is
that
scripted,
you lose
isn't
it
it?
really early on, right? That you just obviously know.
Well, I had a
something, right?
chance. I was like, oh, I'm doing all right. I'm like kind of fighting back. I'm like dealing with these attacks. I have a fighting chance. Okay, he's at half health. We're doing it, guys. We're gonna win this fight. He's at half
Gonna
health.
win this fight.
But then he started like healing like a lot. He started dealing like really unfair status effects. Okay, this is getting kind of hard. I'm like, okay, I use my items. And then I just like lose, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, guys. I'm just gonna stop. We're gonna stop here for tonight. I'll come back to it later. And then the story keeps going, and I'm like, oh, you assholes! Like, what?
It's like Come on, come on.
Yeah,
Like give me a
yeah,
break. Give me a break. Really, I was trying. I was trying.
yeah. Anyways, I'm streaming tomorrow, but yeah, that's it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So go check him out as you said, Root24 on Twitch, and you can also follow myself on Twitch at NinjaTrix, NinjaTrix. I will be streaming. I'll be streaming. I finished up Celeste last night, which was a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
fun.
cool. Congrats.
There's the epilogue that's still left, but I'm not gonna do that on stream. And I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that game. So if anyone feels like challenging themselves on a 2D platformer, I definitely recommend it. Wonderful story in there, cute characters and everything. So I'm going to be moving on to finishing Observer for the last part of this week. So if you want to check out kind of psychic horror game, I don't know, suspense horror game, come
Hmm.
on and check that out with me.
Hmm.
And that'll do it. Like I said, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at UGP_cast. And then remember to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Unknown Games Podcast. We will catch you all next week for episode number 74, which I think we're going to be doing a special episode.
We'll try at least.
We'll try. We'll try. We'll see if we
Right.
can get our degenerate lawyer back on here.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Have
All
a
right.
good one. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.